And Juanpa says, just want to say thanks, Mehran, for all the help since 1 year ago that I joined your channel. It was really life changing. Ah, there it is, Costa Rican colons, he explains. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you will continue staying with us. Now that you don't have any problem, I hope you don't leave us. And you know that this channel is far beyond just discussions about breakups and em- emotional hardship and so on. And you all know that the whole purpose of this venue, this forum of breakups and discussions, is to trick you all in sharing with you knowledge about how you're put together, your psyche, the role of your thoughts and consciousness in who you are. What is fear? How is it born? How does it affect you? How you can deal with it? How you can understand it? What about desire? What are the steps for desire when it comes to be? Where you can stop desire? What is it trying to do? What is the relationship and what is ego? What does it have to do with how you feel and how you act and react? And by knowing all these ingredients and a lot more about your psyche, I am hoping to share with you and introduce to you who you are, to you. So, this is all a trick to introduce you to this channel, to get rid of your hardship, breakup, and all that, which it does perfectly. But my main purpose is to introduce to you your psyche, to get you to know yourself from the beginning, who you are, how you're put together, how you function, why you feel the way you do, what is thoughts, what is thinking, what is your fears, where does it come from, how to see it, pleasure, the role of pleasure and desire. What is our life all about? What are we doing here? What is energy? What about ego? What about mechanical process? What about order? What is the routine of life? Why do we want to belong to groups? Why do we want to have a routine? Why do we want to have an order? Maybe it's because the mind is not a physical entity and cannot be somewhere in your body the way your fingers and nose and ears are. Therefore, it can't find its security, but it can find it only through an order. That's why you're always looking for order. That's why you feel broken up and disillusioned and agitated and disturbed and distracted when a breakup happens. It's not necessarily because she was the greatest choice for you or he was the greatest choice for you. It was because part of it, big part of it, beyond the fact that you're missing her or him, is that the order, how things were, the routine of your life is now crumbled. And then you find yourself, what's going on? I'm not familiar with this area. It's like you just open your eyes in some location that you don't know where your bearings are. You've never seen that place before. So that is what the order is all about. And that's why it's so important, because our mind finds its security in order of things. It's not a physical thing to say, okay, my mind is secure because I know it's right here. It's right like my wrist or my shoulder. I was going to call this elbow. I said, what the heck? So this is why we're here, to introduce ourselves to ourselves and to understand that we have all created an image of ourselves in our own mind about ourselves. We don't really see ourselves inwardly, how we are, who we are, what we do, what we learned, how we function. We have created an image based on the expectations that societies have from us and the conditionings that we've received in our consciousness since we've been born. And we have created an image of ourselves and expectations and how we would like others to see us as. And then we have created an image of other people. And in the case of relationship, and you have created an image of the girl that you like, or you've created the image of the guy that you like. And now, the image you have of her in your mind and the image you have of you in your mind are having a relationship. You don't have a relationship with that girl. Your images have. That's why you really never know each other. You really don't know each other. You know each other's images. That's why when you're really yourself outside of your image, conflicts and divisions based on the conditionings you've each received in your consciousness will present themselves. And then you wonder, what? I like this girl so much. She was this and that, and she says the same thing about you. But why is it not working? Because you guys were having a relationship between the images, not with yours. This is why it's so important to get to know yourself, who you are, how you're put together, and then try to get to know the other part of you, your partner, and then together try to actually travel on this journey, on this path of a relationship as transparent as you can, without an image. This image is why we get hurt. This image is why we try to protect. The image has become more important than who we really are in actuality. We're all protecting the image. And I've told you many times before in different videos that when you get up in the morning and you come out of your home, when you go to get milk or eggs or whatever it is, or have breakfast, you have an image of a shopper. You have several images during the day. You have an image of a shopper in a store that you're buying bread. Then you come out and you get on a bus, you have an image of a passenger. Now you go to your school, you have an image of student. You go to your job, you have an image of employee. If you're a boss, you have an image of a boss. If you're a teacher, you have an image of a teacher. If you're driving the bus, you have an image of a bus driver. Then you come out and you go and to visit your mom. You have an image of a son or a daughter. Now you talk to your children, you have an image of a mom or a dad. These images are constantly changing during the day, and you use them according to what it is that you're doing, and you dispose of them and grab another image for what it is that you're about to. It's like a theater. Shakespeare said the most important or the biggest stage is life itself. And it's true. In reality, it's true. Because we're constantly getting into a different role according to what we're doing in this hour or the next. You know? So you go out, you have one image in the store, you have, if you're working in the store, you have an image of a clerk. If you're buying from a store, you have an image of a shopper. You go out in the bus, you go drive your car, you are a taxi driver, or you're a bus driver, or you're a policeman, or however it is, you have different images. And these images are how you know yourself, unfortunately. You become so bamboozled that you really don't know if you're coming or going, who you are with all these images that keep changing. And when it comes to your relationship, you have a relationship with each other's images. That's why it seldom lasts as long as you want it to last. So that is what we are doing here. And that's the trick I've used in order to introduce yourselves to you. And hopefully it's been helpful to you, because once you know yourself, then you can fix it. Fix yourself if you feel this way or that way, because you have understood how to heal yourself, because you understood what you're all about, how you're put together, what makes you tick, what makes you actually function, react and act, emotions, role of your thoughts in your relationships and all that. All right, having said that, let's move on to